Greetings and welcome to my very first tutorial video. In this video, I will teach you how I make a song in FLStudio, uh, how I remix a certain song in FLStudio. The song featured in this video is a very famous song. I bet all of you have heard it at least once in your life. It's called, let's see, uh, it's the song title is, where did I It's called Canon in D. I bet you've heard that at least once in your life. Let's Here it is. Just gonna open it up in Chrome because I don't have a PDF reader. Just gonna do this here. Alright. It's a necessity. It's a necessity to learn your notes when you're making a song. In this video, I'll just gonna teach you how to make a remix or just recreate the song. Here you can see, here are the notes. If you can read them properly, you can place them properly on here. Okay, first thing you're gonna do is pick an instrument. Well, if it's your first time opening the Fruity Loop Studio, it will look like this. You can see the folders right here on the left. The folder you must look for is the one called Packs. Go to Instruments. Oh wait, no. You go to Legacy because there's a better basic instrument here. You might want to start off with any of these two. It's called a piano. You've heard of piano. Okay. All you have to do is click and drag it here on this thing. It's called a step sequencer. You can click on this. It will appear and disappear. It will. You can see here. If I click on this node, well, just they're here to test how the thingy sounds like. So what I did is you click on this and right click on this and click on the piano roll, which will lead you to the piano roll window, which you can click right here and it will disappear and reappear again. Say the space, and you can click this and the browser will minimize. Over here is a mixer. Might wanna use that later. Can't use that right now. Okay, let's refer to our music sheet. Let's start with the notes on the G clef. If you can read your notes, you can easily tell this is a D, and note on the top is a F. It's an F. And it's supposed to be a sharp. It's indicated by the key signature here. Alright, let's try a higher octave. A bit higher. Here's the F, sharp, and here's the D. It's indicated by the music sheet. And it's a half note, so it means it has to be as long as 2 counts. This is how long a 2 count should go. And the next part is a C. Well, it's indicated by the key signature. It must be a sharp, and then an E. So let's place it right here. It has the same length as the ones right here. Oh wait, let's change the beat percent. It's too fast, so I'm gonna go a little bit slow because this song is a very slow song. So I wanna. Okay, that's too slow. Let's try 100. that's good enough. Let's see, let's refer to our sheet. Okay, this is a B and a D. So we place a B and a D. Just like that, it's that simple. As long as you know how to read your notes, you can make a recreation of the song over here. So if you're a lazy person, you can always look for a MIDI file. Well, but MIDI files, it's kind of illegal to publish a remix of your own. If you're going to download, just gonna use a MIDI file and just use another BSD to make a and claim it as your own. But yeah, that's not cool. You might wanna I'm back. What was I talking about? Yeah, MIDI files. Yeah, you can download the MIDI file and just drag and drop it here, but it's not my thing to do. It's a lazy way to do recreation of a song. I'm sorry. It's not a good thing to do. It's not a good way to exercise your music, your skills in making music. So this is basically just an exercise. If you're new to things, you might want to stick to recreating other songs that already exists. Alright? So this is how a beginner is supposed to start with their music making career. So C, that's a C, and this is a, sorry, I'm really slow at reading my notes. It's an A, and a C, or a C sharp rather, because of the key signature. As you can see, that sounds much like the Canon we always hear. Stutter. Random words. Sorry about that. It's my first time talking for quite a while now, so forgive me if I stutter too much, or if I speak too slow and I make too much ahs and uhs. Alright, where was I? Yeah, might wanna move on to the F clef first before heading on to this second part here. Okay. If you can read your F clef properly, you can tell this is a B, C, D. It's a D. So we might want to place a D in a lower register. And that's low enough. This is an A. This is an A. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. This is a B. An F. But it's supposed to be a sharp, as indicated by the key signature. Yeah, this is if you hold Control on the keyboard while right-clicking, it activates the zoom tool, just like that. And if you left-click, it's a select tool. It's very convenient. And let's move on. Okay, let's see. Well, the way I make music right now is real different from this way. I've heard this song like countless times throughout my life, so I memorize this song by ear. I already know what the notes are, so I'm just gonna place it real quickly. Also, yeah, continuous exposure to music led me to this. I've memorized so I know the next note is going to be a G, and a lower D, and another G again, and a A. So if you keep practicing and if you keep listening to music and you keep reading your notes, you'll eventually have the notes memorized, and you'll be able to place them more quickly without having to press alt tab to your PDF reference sheet. Well, if your song doesn't have a music sheet available, it's for you. Oh, there's something wrong here. Yeah. I actually have a different file. I've already made this like 2 days ago. You might wanna go with that instead. I just can't remember where I put it. Give me a second, I'll look for it. Cut! Found it! It's in my... I closed the folder, sorry. I found it. Apparently I haven't started with the here's what I've made in the pre-made project file so far. Oh, it's too fast, as you can hear. Yeah, that sounds better. So basically, I did this by ear, by memorization. I know another person can do that. Please cut. Sorry about that. I've been stuttering. Yeah, this is my very first video. I'm really, if you can see me at the face cam right now, I'm really sweating and I'm really nervous doing this. But I really want to teach a bunch of people how to. I really want to teach. There are a bunch of people asking me how I do remixes. And I just really have to do this. So here we are. Here, this is the chorus part of the Canon in D. I've made this like 2 days ago. I've said that already. So we might wanna hang on to that later. We'll make a new pattern. We'll start with the intro, as we can see from the reference sheet over here. I don't need that anymore because I've already memorized this song, which I already mentioned earlier. Okay, what is this? Okay, here's the snap. It indicates how. If you can remember, it's a half note. Okay, something's wrong. Pattern. If you wanna listen to a single pattern, you click here. If you wanna hear the song, it's indicated here. The song will play. Yeah, if you click that, this will play I haven't put any pattern clips here yet, so stick to the pattern mode. We can view the notes on the piano roll window. We can see the instruments on the step sequencer. And there's the browser. And here's the next notes. Okay, that's an F sharp. So this is how the intro is supposed to sound. You've seen me do this before, so I'm just gonna pause the video and skip to the part where it's finished. Cut. And I'm back. So here's the first part of the video. I mean the song. I wanna go a little bit faster. Well, if that's what you want, you can make it go faster. Use the mouse wheel also. Or you can drag. Oops. Okay, so let's go with 95. And that's a song number. Oh, please ignore that. That was just a percussion test over here. Just gonna delete this note. We're not really going to use that. It's too unconventional. Yeah, I'll keep the drums, but I won't use it in the final product. I can hang on to that for reference later. Okay, here's what we've made so far, and I believe the next part is going to include the bass clef notes in quarter instead of the half note here. It's going to be in. Alright, let's do that. So I'm holding the control key right now. If I click, it's going to use the select tool instead of the pencil tool. Okay, here you can see the red notes are the selected notes. If you press Ctrl C, it will copy the note. If you press Ctrl V, it will paste in a note over this note over here. But a much quicker way to copy notes is Ctrl V. It's more useful at certain situations, but other situations you're better off using the Ctrl C Ctrl V technique. Alright, so we made a new copy here, but with a different bass variation. I believe it goes like this. Yeah, I think it goes like that. Oh no, it doesn't. But screw you, I'm gonna improvise, because that's how I do it. That's how I do things here. I improvise. I only use the music sheet for reference, but whenever I want to play the use the songs that way. Sorry about that. I'm gonna have to cut and give my mouth a rest. That's what she said. Where was I? Okay, so we were going with a different bass variation. I believe the next one goes like this. Oh. It's basically the D major with another D here. Okay. No, yeah, I was mentioning earlier how I make songs. I make them by ear, but sometimes I use reference sheets, and sometimes I improvise. So I go my own way in making songs, but still use the music sheets as references. Also, sometimes I use here where's my reference? For example, when I'm gonna make an Undertale remix, which I've done a long time ago. I mean, no, actually just days ago. Wait, let me see. Here. As you can see, I renamed most of my shortcuts in a very humorous way. Here, I used the game files as reference. Example, if I'm going to make a remix of the, okay, I might get arrested for playing this music. I'm just gonna close it. Please don't sue me. Don't sue me, please. Yeah, I know YouTube is not a very safe place to be here. Okay, back here. I'm just gonna use a song of my own. Never mind. Never mind what I said. Certain times I use MP3 files for reference. I listen to it. Oh, some people have the ability to. Some people have the ability to detect the exact pitch of the song they're listening to. So, for example, no, I'm not gonna use an example because I might get sued for playing somebody else's music. I think the next note is going to be an F sharp. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I think it's getting too fast now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think the bass notes are too low. I'm gonna hold Control key and press the up arrow on the keyboard, so it would go an octave higher. And that sounds a bit better. I believe the next note is going to be a G. So just place the G major in quarter note succession. I think this is an 8th note. I think I'm doing something wrong here. Yeah, screw that. Yeah, I'll go my own way here. Right. Then I believe the next one is going to be D major. And another G, I think. So I'm gonna use the Control C Control V method. It will based on that. If you hold the Shift key on your keyboard, whenever you move your mouse upwards, downwards, the note will stay in place vertically. I mean, it will stay on the same x-axis, whatever you call that, the horizontal. It can only move horizontally instead of. And if you hold the Alt key, wait, if you hold the Alt key, it won't snap it will ignore the snapping thing. As you can see, it's going off grid. You look closely. I get that fixed. Okay, if you press the control key, it will only move. It won't move horizontally, only vertically. Okay. What note was this? No, it's a G. Okay. Then I believe the next note is going to be an A. So basically, that's how the first part of this song goes. We'll head to the second part real quickly. Let's just copy this. Actually, no, never mind. Just gonna copy this part. I believe the next part goes like this, but with an extra harmonic effect on this one. We're going to add the bit higher note here. Let's screw this. I bet you've learned a little bit something here. I'm gonna cut this video short because some people arrived in this establishment where I'm recording. It's going to be really noisy around here. I won't be able to use the microphone for quite a while. And, I'm just gonna cut the video right here. Sorry about that. Sorry. Okay, I'll end this quickly. Sorry. Bye. Actually, never mind. It was a false alarm. My family isn't home yet, so I can make as much noise as I want. Also, I'm using a webcam mic. Sorry if you can hear that background noise going in the back. I'll purchase a better microphone when I practice my talking abilities. Where were we? Okay, we're going to add extra notes over here. If you learned your music theory, yeah, you're supposed about that. Okay, I think just cut it from here. I'm going to press the delete button. The delete button will delete the selected notes. Or if you haven't selected any notes, it will delete everything. So you can undo that by pressing Ctrl Z. Okay. Let's see how it sounds like. It does. There's one note here that doesn't sound right. This doesn't sound right. Okay, that sounds better. Now where's the other one? I've copied this. Or you could have just copied this one. That's stupid. To add variation, I'm just gonna cut that off, and I'm gonna copy this because I'm gonna use this in the next part. Okay, where is that part? We're already at this part. If you paid attention, we're already at this part. Okay, what the? Screw you, I'm gonna go my own way. I'm going to improvise based on how I remember how the song sounds like. So it's gonna sound really different from what you're used to. So as I remember correctly, it sounds like this. We're already 30 minutes in. Yeah, sometimes I hum the notes so I can remember what note it was. Well, this is a ability certain people only have, including me. I have this certain ability to detect what kind of note, how a note sounds like. Even if with my eyes closed, I can tell this is an E, and I can tell this is a C. This is a C. This is a C. This is a C sharp. I know how it sounds like in my head, even without a piano to reference with. Not to brag. Sorry if I sound like bragging, but it's an advantage. It's an advantage. Okay. So usually this is how I remember how it sounds like this, instead of but I've heard other people play it like this, played these three notes in a higher octave. Now which kind of sounds a bit better. I wasn't able to do this on the previous application I've been using because it has limited amount of octaves, so I'll stick with the lower octave thingy. Okay, I think the next part goes like this. A G. Oh wait, is that a G? Yeah, it's a G. Then also, this is the first time anybody of you have heard my voice through a webcam microphone. Dun, dun. That's a B. Okay, that's basically how this part goes. So we're still gonna use that thingy over there. Actually, we're going to use that for the rest of this video. Song, I mean. So I believe the next part goes. We've already made it to here. What the? Huh? I don't think I've heard this version before. Yeah, as you've heard like 1,000 times from me. I'm going to do this my own way. I'm going to improvise based on how I remember the song. Wait, I don't think. Okay. Yeah. Forgive me if my mouse precision is very low. Yeah, even when I play Call of Duty, I always lose. Yeah, Call of Duty multiplayer. The other players always beat. Blah, 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 blah. La, 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 la. Work with me, mouth. Work with me. I I've never talked for 30 minutes long talking about something. I'm not a very talkative person in real life, so forgive me if I uh sound like an awkward stuttering loser. Okay, where was I? So now we've made at least 20 bars worth of song. And like the next part of this sounds exactly like this one, so I'm just gonna press Control B. But I'm gonna add a little variation. Alright. Okay, this is a completely improvised part. I'm just gonna place the notes. Well, instead of playing the notes sequentially, I'm gonna let the piano play it as a chord to give way for this. And we're all caught up. Yeah, this. So we made a pattern. So it's on pattern 6. Here's where you pick your patterns in this, whatever you call this. It's a pattern selector. In here is where you make your patterns on piano roll. I've said that already earlier in this video. Okay, so after you made a pattern, you can place it on the playlist view, which you can make appear and disappear from here. So I've already placed the pattern here. I use the pencil tool. I don't use the brush tool much, unless I'm gonna. Yeah, it gives me more control. Okay, so we placed our pattern clip here on track 1. Okay, where's here's the one I've made before. It's usually short. We can make that longer later. So I'm just gonna play this. Here's what we've made so far. Too fast, I'm going to slow it down. That sounds a lot better, right? But it still sounds it sounds like it's played by a robot, because it obviously it does sound like that. So in order to make it sound more human, we edit we edit the notes themselves. Uh, right, like this one. You can make this is the main note here, right? And this is just a harmony kind of note. So what I'm gonna do is make this sound a bit, uh, add variety to the thing called velocity. Velocity is how each individual note's volume, how loud it is played. So if we lower this down, this note here will sound a lot softer compared to this one. If you listen closely, yeah, you can hear this. You can hear this one's louder than this one. Uh, just to show you, if we put it all the way down here, it won't sound off. And yeah, also I'm holding down the Alt key. If you hold down the Alt key while using the mouse wheel, it will it will decrease the velocity of the note. And you can also use a mouse. You can also click and hold. But if you're going to edit a lot of notes velocities, you might want to stick with the Alt and mouse wheel method. Okay, so yeah, bet you can hear my keyboard sounds right now. I'm making really mad keyboard sounds. Actually, what makes it sound so robotic is the bass notes. They all have the same velocity, so you might wanna add variety to the velocity. It's up to you actually. If you want to make this loud, louder, softer here, so my personal preference, I want to make this uh, increasing, or in a wavy, stutter, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna stick with what I'm doing here right now. If you listen properly, it uh, it sounded a bit more lively compared to how it sounded like before. So okay, I'm just gonna keep doing that on every. Wait, I can actually select all of these all at once. Okay, gonna do. You can do this, but you might wanna. It sounds funny. Oh, sorry. Uh, it doesn't sound that good. Okay, actually placing this. I'm placing their properties in a very randomly. I'm just doing what I'm doing. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Actually. Okay. Also, there's a thing called sliding notes. If you use a slide, it's not actually recommended for a piano because you can actually use a sliding note on a real piano. Just to show you, this is how a sliding note. This is what a sliding note does. I'm just gonna change its color because if you if you use a slider note on multiple notes here, yeah, we have 4 notes playing all at once on color green. I'm gonna double click this, it will change color. I'm just gonna demonstrate what it would sound if a sliding note was put here. Yeah, you listen to that. If you put it higher, you put it a lot higher for the laughs. It sounded a bit weird. So you can also put it on the same note as the one right here. So I'm gonna use that to make the piano sound like it's fading out. See, you heard that? It immediately faded out to a volume of this. If I put it shorter, it will fade out much quicker. See? If you put it on longer, it will slide to this note a bit longer. See? Also, if you're going to do that on multiple notes, make sure you put it on the highest one. In this case, this is the highest one on this note group. Just gonna select it and place it here. Alright. Also, this part also sounds really robotic to me because the notes doesn't have variation here either. Doesn't have much variation. So yeah, I believe this is how. This is the loud it's going to sound. It's, the commentaries been done, but okay. Yes. I have nothing else to say. Sorry. I'm trying to focus here. So forgive me if the commentary has been